We now think that maybe 1 out of every 5 Americans was a loyalist, a thoroughly widespread, responsible position. We now think that a majority of Americans were just disaffected. They weren't positively neutral. They were just ducking for cover. They were trying to stay out of the way of the war. They weren't loyalists. They weren't rebels. And then maybe a third at most of the people supported the rebellion in an active way, in a committed way, in a believing way. A lot of people got forced into it by either military force or crowd pressure, threats of tarring and feathering, all kinds of unpleasantnesses that made it the path of least resistance to at least say you supported the revolution. But it was bonkers to support the revolution. England was far and away the most powerful force on the planet. And the chances of defying England were negligible. And if you believed that the English would win, the British would win, then you were looking at repression on a scale that was going to make anything in the coercive acts or the regulatory acts of the last dozen years look like kindergarten. They were going to come down on you with hobnailed boots. The leaders were going to be hung, drawn, and quartered, and the new regulations were going to be fierce. So they were jeopardizing a future that looked very bright. The colonies were already richer per capita than England, and only looking to get more rich. Ordinary people had far better lives than they did in England. Why would you give that up? Interesting that so many people did choose it.